Then the next piece you want to do is you got to do it looking up.
Looking up. So not looking at the ball.
Yep.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to SeaTown Spotlight. I'm your host, Rio Barber, and today I'm sitting down with the founder of a local lifestyle apparel brand, one that blends a love for Seattle sports teams and streetwear. Please give a warm welcome to Anthony Zabala with Maestro Athletics.
Thank you.
Welcome. Yeah, loving the fit.
Thanks.
Maestro Athletics is such a bold statement in itself, more so like a mindset. Tell me what Maestro means to you.
I'm a big hoop fan, love basketball, and I try and incorporate basketball into my everyday life. So Maestro is actually the nickname for the point guard. To me, that was like a perfect name just because, you know, Maestro means like the leader, the person in front.
Yeah, I love the leadership aspect. You're kind of taking control of your life. You don't have to be a baller to wear it. Like,
no, not at all.
Anyone can wear it.
yeah, exactly.
You know, this is the first time meeting you, but that O'Day Holy Names community is real strong here, yeah.
Yep.
Was this something that you thought about when you were in high school, or what did you want to do when you grew up?
No, to be honest, like I wanted to do something in basketball, and you know, if it was playing or just being affiliated with the game, that's all I was really shooting for. So it just kind of sprung up on me when I was in college.
But you are still really involved with, you know, athletics, especially in the high school. You're coaching now. What's that like for you to get to give back to your alma mater?
It's fun. It's definitely a different experience seeing it from that lens. It's cool being back and just seeing, especially how the school has changed since, you know, I went there, and just being a part of just trying to change the culture or trying to bring back the culture of when the brothers were there.
What really inspired you to take on, you know, having your own business?
I have to give a lot of credit to my partner, Jenny. I was actually at SPU, it was like 7 years ago, and I was finishing my bachelor's degree, and I took the super long route to finish school. But in between there, I got into coaching, and then I actually went and played in the Philippines for a little bit. So came back, and then I was like, you know, let me just go knock this out. So towards the tail end of my last quarter, I met my partner, and she has her hand in a bunch of different businesses, and I was getting my business degree as well. So, you know, something that SPU, they kind of emphasize like being an entrepreneur and kind of changing the shape and the culture of the world through what you can do. So she really encouraged me to try and figure out something that like wanted to do business-wise and associate it with basketball or something that I loved or was passionate about, and this is what kind of came of it. And originally we were actually gonna do like protective wear, and we actually went to the Philippines to try and pitch it to the professional league over there. But with the time that we went there, they actually had made, they're making a run at the Olympics. So we actually missed the meeting.
Oh, man.
Yeah, because you know, traffic's horrendous over there. So.
They're crazy drivers.
Yeah.
Like, there are no rules.
Yeah, so we missed the meeting, and you know, it felt like it was kind of like a blessing in disguise. Kind of pivoted and took some time off from it, and then we just kind of just started coming out with different pieces and different merch and whatnot.
Yeah, it is a process. I mean, it's definitely a journey behind the scenes before you even announce it to anyone. Side note, what was it like playing in the Philippines? Because man, not a lot of people get to experience that.
It's different. It's extremely cutthroat out there. I would leave and my clothes were just like, I felt like I jumped in the water or something. That's what it felt like.
They go hard, huh?
Yeah,
Shoes or no shoes, it don't matter.
Yeah, yeah, that too, yeah. You know, one thing I learned is like, you know, when we're over here, like we're super blessed to have like a 24-hour LA Fitness to go play or whatever. And to some people, I was like, oh, that's kind of like whatever, you know, like, but over there, it's like people are literally just playing in the streets and playing on whatever hoop they can come up with and make. And so like it was cool just seeing all that, and I think that's what kind of inspired me as well. Like they don't take it lightly over there. My buddy plays over there, and he was like, you know, some of these guys, like this is all they have, like this is, you know, it. So when they see someone from the US come or somewhere else, like they're gonna go at you and, you know, do whatever to, you know, kind of psych you out. It was definitely humbling as well, just to be over there and experience that and get to know the guys and the people over there, and just, you know, I mean, it's definitely a struggle, but they love it and they love basketball, so they'll do whatever they can just to be around it and just to be able to play.
Let's dive a little bit more into your brand. You started as like protective wear, and now you're doing apparel, from sweatshirts to hats to shorts and all that. How would you describe it now to others?
Of course, I love basketball, and we don't have the Sonics. And so that was kind of like my first focal point. We base it around a lot of shorts and basketball shorts. You know, I wanted to just be really Seattle based and focus on like the culture, because I feel like Seattle is I don't know how you say it, like an underdog, or I don't know, like that's how I feel. And as a sports city, but we have like great sports teams and they just get looked over. And granted, the Mariners haven't made the playoffs in 20 years, but people are diehard Mariner fans, regardless if they're winning or losing. And same with the success of the Seahawks and the Seattle Storm right now, who they get no credit for winning 4 titles.
They're kicking
which,
butt.
which, watch out, like we got something planned for them too.
Hey,
so we got stuff for the ladies coming here soon. So I just wanted to, you know, do something that is more heavily Seattle based without having like, you know, just generic other, you know, what brands put out. And, you know, you get the same t-shirt as like a New England Patriots one, but just the Seahawks one, but just stuff that like really brings out Seattle. So that's what I kind of focus on, and my team is great. So, you know, whenever we have ideas, we just collaborate and just get it out, just try to get a design out. So,
Yeah, I do love, I feel like that's what makes you stand out so much, is just the mashup, the unique mashups you do from high school teams to professional sports. Talk to us about some of those collaboration mashup designs you've had.
So when we won the state championship at O'Day, I wanted to do so, like I was just so inspired to do something, and so that's where that first piece came about. So I did the one with that had the Irish one on there, and yeah, I got a lot of slack for that one.
Really? Wait,
yeah, I got into a lot of trouble for that, because I was working in the school at the time, and I coached, so you know it kind of got back to some higher ups about it.
Dang, come on, ruining all the good stuff.
Yeah.
That's okay.
But I have another pair that I actually did for O'Day too, which I'm keeping under wraps for now, and they won't say Irish, but I'm sure a lot of people will know the design. That was the first one I did, and then, you know, again with the Seattle ones, the Sonic shorts, you know, with teams now, they have like multiple jerseys and colors, and with us, we didn't get to see that or experience that with the Sonics. So I wanted to try and touch on that, and I think the next one we did was the black Sonic shorts, and then I did some towel shorts, because towel shorts were pretty dope when I was in high school, so that was kind of cool to do that. And yeah, I mean, I just try and create stuff from the past that I saw like growing up that I thought was cool, and just kind of incorporate that with just, you know, Seattle, and you know, that's what I think is pretty cool, because it's just stuff that I call my own and stuff that we did and created.
You gotta be proud to see that come to life.
Yeah.
And there was also another neat mashup you did, the O Dukes. Was that by chance for one of your O'Day alums that's now being featured in an NBA 2K game?
It was, yeah, it was. Just being able to see him for 3 years, because he didn't play last year with us, but seeing him for 3 years up close, you know, was so dope and so cool to see, like, man, this guy is gonna be a future NBA player. And to see his journey from that first year where he wasn't what he was now, and just the development and the growth, and seeing that as he's gone, like for me, I was like, that was, you know, like, I like to think I had some part and piece in helping him get there. And so yeah, so like for me, I just reached out. I was like, you know, it was a birthday present for him, so I was like, yeah, so I was like, hey, I'm just gonna do this for you. You know, I don't care if you promote it or not. Like, I don't care. Like, these are just for you, and I think they're pretty dope. So we came up with those, and he loved them. So that was kind of cool to see.
It's awesome to celebrate our local, homegrown, you know, athletes doing their thing, making it big, and just repping for them too. So kudos to you. And so, I mean, it's not just shorts. Talk to us about some of the hats you have too, even the slides.
It got to the point where I was like, you know what, I got to do something.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, what do kids like? And of course, I was like, oh, kids like slides, and basketball season around the corner. And if it wasn't for me being in the building and those O'Day kids helping me promote it, like, the brand wouldn't have gotten to where it is today. So again, like, O'Day always has a special place in my heart.
And what I love about you too is you really keep it fresh with new designs. How often do you drop some? I know you just dropped some pre-ordered Seahawks shorts recently.
We try and do, well, before it used to be like every other month we would do something, but now I'm just kind of like, man, like, it's just time to go. So we're trying to do stuff more, on the regular monthly drops and whatnot if we can get it out. Just kind of timing it with what's going on in either sports or the world, just like we did like the USA short. And the big thing is too, like, we want to phase out eventually and be able to just do like just brand stuff, brand name stuff and our own designs without having the backing of like the Seattle themes, you know what I mean? So that's what we're working towards. And I feel like we're on pace to do it within hopefully the next year.
And I got a fun question for you. For the sports fanatics out there, what are your top 5 favorite Seattle sports moments? Oh,
man.
Take a moment.
Okay, I would say my first one, even though they didn't win, and I love this time in '96 when the Sonics actually went to the finals, because that's when I really started getting in the hoop, and my dad would take us to games all the time. So I would say that just that '96 season, that run, and just watching it and just being so locked in. I remember when they lost, I cried. So and I was in 3rd grade. So that one, so that one was, even though, like I said, even though we didn't win, like, just watching that, and that's kind of like where I really fell in love with basketball. That's definitely up there. 95 slide. That was, you can't. There was a club named after the bar,
Right?
And I got to see that, and I remember it was funny because we were at school and we watched it on in class. But yeah, watching that, getting to see that, and then I remember one of like the older kids got to go and they got to storm the field, and he took the dirt and put it in a plastic bag and was showing us the next day. So that was kind of cool.
It can also be high school.
I'm definitely putting that up there. I'm gonna say off top, like it's gonna be that night 2019 when we won the state championship, and being part of that ride was cool.
The Seahawks winning the Super Bowl is all.
Oh my God, Seahawks winning the Super Bowl, of course. Yeah, for sure. Seahawks winning the Super Bowl, definitely up there. Especially just because, I mean, my family's in the Bay. We have that beef and that rivalry. When we won, it was so great to just rub it in their face for once that we got one. So that one for sure. And I'm gonna have to say the last one will have to be just like, and it's so underrated, but the Storm winning the titles that they have and just not getting any appreciation for it.
No,
it kind of sucks, And I remember when they won last year, I was trying to find any of the championship gear, and you couldn't even find it. You had to go online. But I remember when the Seahawks won, I went straight to Dick's Sporting Goods, and it was open and tables.
Yep.
So that was kind of interesting to see.
Yeah. Represent the ladies, man. They're killing it out there.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah. And hopefully they get a 5th this year. So.
I believe in them. They got it. And someone that is not from Seattle, but definitely made an impact on basketball lovers all across the world, Kobe Bryant.
Yep.
Rest in peace. How was that like for you when you heard the news? And, talking about how you're also honoring him too with some of your apparel.
The funny thing is, growing up, I hated Kobe. Just like I hated Michael Jordan because he beat the Sonics. But I hated Kobe just because every time, the Sonics would play and the Lakers play, like, this dude would just cut us up. But the thing is, like, I loved watching him play. Little things that he would do and the things like his mindset. And those things, it attracted me more to him and made me have so much more respect for this dude is this good because of, not because he's just gifted, but he puts the time in, and he's just like relentless at that work. I never appreciated, you know, his greatness until after he retired. And, you know, seeing what he did like afterwards with coaching and writing, and just, you know, he was just relentless in all that as well. Like, this dude was going to be something great outside of basketball as well, because that was just in him. It was just the mindset within him. And
Mamba mentality, man.
yeah, exactly. And that's what I loved about it. And so when he passed away, like, I did not want to believe it. Crazy to think like someone like that you never knew but inspired you so much could have that effect on you. Because I know I talked to a bunch of my friends, and they said they broke down and started crying too. And it's crazy to think he was that big culture-wise, that he like made the world literally stop. One of the first things I did was, you know, we did a shirt in honor of him, what we made, and we donated to his Mamba Foundation. 8/24 last year, we did some shorts. And I mean, for me, it's just like, that's just my way of just like, man, like, thank you. You know what I mean? You don't have to be a basketball player to understand what Kobe does, because again, with him, he says you just got to just do it in everyday life to figure out how you can be great. And that's what I love so much about him.
The game of basketball too just teaches you so many life lessons outside of the sport itself. What's the biggest lesson you learned from playing ball?
Dedication and repetition in everything that you do. Like, you know, if you want to see you know, the benefits of the work you put in, you just got to show up every day. I remember something Coach Lumpkin said back in the day when we were at O'Day, was, you know, it's repetition, repetition. It really does build something within you. It's boring sometimes to just sit there and just do the same thing over and over again, but, you know, once you actually get into this space of, you know, playing in a game or whatever, like that, you know, shows itself, and you see who puts in the reps and who puts in the work and who doesn't. And so that dedication and just the repetition and, you know, trying to hone to perfecting your craft is all things I learned from basketball.
And then talk to me about your sweatshirt and kind of describe the design.
Yeah.
You kind of morphed together a bunch of teams with this one.
Yeah, so we just try to do everything Seattle sports. You know, we got the Mariners, the Seahawks, the Everett Aquasox, the Sonics, the Kraken, the Tacoma Rainiers, and then the Seattle Storm. Because the S is in the middle, we can literally put whatever, you know, whatever season it is or whoever we want to like showcase, that'll be like the focal point. Mm-hmm. So the one we just did was the Mariners one. We actually have one of them who we talk to on a regular basis and reps the brand heavily too. So
love it.
JP Crawford, if you see this man.
There we go. Oh, shoot. Just casually drop it. It's just JP. It's you and a team of two other people, really, really tight-knit team with a lot of heart doing all this work. Tell us why it's so important to support small local businesses. They
are inspired to do something, to go into business and go away from what everyone else is trying to do. And so I feel like just supporting small businesses, you know, you're supporting, you know, someone's dream, somebody who's out there grinding just as hard as you, or, you know, everyone else working a 9 to 5, but they're having to put in extra work, more work. And literally like working through the night or not sleeping or, you know, sacrificing something to try and make their dream become a reality. And so, you know, why I love supporting local small businesses, because I know what it's like, you know, and so it's kind of cool seeing what comes of all that. It's just people who are extremely creative and talented at what they do, that they took a chance on themselves. And so that aspect of it, I love so much about just the small business and, you know, whoever is building a brand or a business, you know, they got to start somewhere, and just trying to fuel them to just continue to inspire more people. And, you know, it's supporting their families, their kids. It's not like a millionaire's fourth mansion. Got new designs coming up. Tell us where people can find you, where they should follow so they can see the latest stuff. Our Instagram handle is Maestro Athletics, and then our website is just www.maestroathletics.com. Yeah, make sure to follow so you get all the stuff before they sell out. Come on, man. So thank you so much, Anthony. Really appreciate you coming out here and, you know, sharing your story and your brand. I do have one last question for you though.
Anyone that knows me knows I am the world's worst basketball player. And since you're a coach at O'Day, do you think you can, teach me to be like Mike?
I don't know about Mike, but I can teach you something.
All right, let me suit up.
Y'all ready for this?
All right, welcome to Shadowhawk Arena. We got Coach Zabala in the house, and he's gonna teach me the basics, because clearly, Lord knows I need the help.
So when I come out, I always warm up my fingers.
Oh.
That's the big thing. So
Okay.
the first thing I always do when I come out is I'll just squeeze the ball.
Am I
Just
doing
squeeze it.
Like a little crab.
Yeah. I always come down and I do a lot of dribbling first to start.
Okay, I'm gonna tie my shoe. Gosh, I'm already struggling now. What the heck?
Straighten out your back.
Oh.
This kind of helps with getting in a stance.
Okay, all right. Doing something.
Try and keep it on the outside of your
Okay.
leg, right? Perfect. You're in a perfect stance.
Is my
Because
back
now
straight?
if I try and steal the ball, it's still hard for me to reach over, right? Compared to if you're dribbling it right in front of you, like you were earlier, where I can just go and tap
knock it.
So again, you're here
Can't be having that. Okay.
protecting the ball.
What is the move? Get your head in the game? No, I'm just kidding. All right, what else we got?
So once you're all warmed up, my favorite part is, and we're just shooting. First thing I'll do is I'll just literally come right close to the hoop, one-handed,
Okay.
and then just work on trying to get swishes.
Yeah.
There you go. And you're just working on form. Working on form.
One more time. Good.
There you go.
All right. There we go. What's the one where they do it through their legs? You know, when it goes like this?
So like a figure eights.
Yeah.
Everything's on the palm, on your fingertips. And you're just working to go around and just dribbling that ball, pounding as hard as you can as you're going.
I had a hair on my shoe. I think it's messing with my technique.
And once you get good at it, then the next piece you want to do is you got to do it looking up.
Looking up. So not looking at the ball.
Yep.
This is why I was a swimmer, all right?
So did that.
Y'all, I gotta
So-
tie my hair up. How do people do this? I'm really just stalling, y'all. I gotta catch my breath. All right.
All right, so let's
Okay.
let's do a layup first.
Okay, layups.
The one thing is when you go up for a right hand layup, you want to jump off your left foot and go up with your right hand.
Okay.
Okay. So
Left foot, right hand.
Yep. So you're gonna come up and it's gonna look like that.
Okay, you had a nice little skip. Little skip. All right. Wait, left foot. Yeah!
That works too. Jump stop.
Boom shakalaka.
But once you get good at it, you're gonna be going full speed.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna
so-
try it faster this time. I need a little running start. Hold on.
There you go. Don't think about it. Just shoot it. There you go.
Wow.
So now you do it on.
like a champ.
Now you do it on the right.
All right.
You gotta be able to do it on the left.
Oh no.
Always dribble with your left hand when you're going left. Coming in this way.
All right, that was good. That was good. All right. Should I start with the left foot then when I run?
Whichever one.
Okay, this way. Wait, this is a little weird. Let me try this one. Okay. Wait, and then the left one, and then the left one.
There you go.
I made it.
There you go.
Woohoo!
That's all that matters. You made it.
Man, I should join the storm.
Now we got free throws.
All right, man. I think for this one, I'm gonna need some help. From the go. Let's do this.
You want to try and shoot it just how like Kobe did it?
Yes.
So his free throw, he would do the whole get the yeah,
fingertips. Yep.
right.
Make sure it's
And then
good.
he get it. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Spin. Deep breath and shoot.
Woo! Man, that swish too. Oof. Oof. I gotta follow that up.
You want to hold your follow through when you come here.
That's my favorite part. Oh, no. Come on. Okay, one more time. You know what? The dedication, right? That's what we learned in basketball. We gonna keep on doing it. I had to let out a second breath because I was nervous. All right. Did you get that? Did you get that? Dude,
I
it's
can't
the
even-
shirt, man. It's the shirt, the shorts. All right, cool. Let's do it 3.
You always want to step into it because as you shoot further, of course, you're going to jump and you're going to have to put something behind it.
God dang. 1, 2 step. Is this how Sierra got that song? I think.
There it is.
Is it?
Ooh.
All right. You know what? It's a mindset, right? It's a mindset. I'm gonna do it. This is the one.
Mamba mentality.
Mamba mentality, baby. That's right. Oh, we gotta end on that note, man. I don't think I'm gonna top it. Thank you so much, Anthony Zabala, again with Maestro Athletics. Make sure to check out their stuff online, maestroathletics.com and Maestro Athletics on Insta for all the newest designs coming up. Stay tuned. Until then, we'll see you next time. Bye.